Hello and welcome to Let's Play Skyrim with Goel, and I'm here in Whiterun. We just came here from Riverwood, and now we are going to do the Before the Storm quest. Girder in Riverwood asked me to go warn the Jarl of Whiterun of the dragon that attacked Helgen. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And that is an Imperial who, an Imperial, same as Imperials who tried to have me executed, so not going to talk to him. And going to walk up here. This is Dragon's Reach. Probably one of my favorite buildings in the entire game. How cool is that for a vista? That's your Vaskar, the home of the companions. Below the throat of the world. We'll be heading up there later in the quest line. There's Dragon's Reach, and man, that water just looks so beautiful. Alright, so now to warn the Jarl. Yes, Helgen did get hit by a dragon. So, and before we do that, I was going to save this level up for a point when I was in danger, but it should be fine for now. So I'm going to level up. And I'm going to put one into stamina. Basically, to make sprinting easier, to make power, so I can do more power attacks, that type of thing. Light armor is a good option. Sneak is a good option. Block. I think that's what I chose before I died, and I definitely want that because on higher difficulties, blocking is extremely important. She's drawn a weapon on me.
What's the meaning of this interruption? While Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
I have a very good reason to be here.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Alright, so now we're going to talk to the Jarl. Definitely not going to draw any weapons.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes, I did. Not going to mention the Imperials trying to cut off my head, because I've seen Imperials in this city. Just going to say a neutral thing.
By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus?
Proventius Avicini. I don't know if I pronounced his name right, but that's okay.
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack.
The politics of Skyrim are fairly complicated. You know, there are these different holds that different ones have sided with the Imperials and different ones have sided with the Stormcloaks, and that's what that conversation is about. Of worrying about perceptions, and if Whiterun.
Well done.
If Whiterun sides with one side or the other side will likely attack the city, which is why they're nervous about appearances of joining one side or another.
There is another thing you can
now, he gave me leather armor, and I completed that objective. I want to see if it's an improvement or not. I like the idea of not siding with either Imperials or Stormcloaks because I'm not totally sure if I want to join either side just yet. Okay, so there's Farengar.
We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
Harangar. Okay, so now we're going to go talk to Farengar. Now, Farengar has a really strange accent. I can't really place it. I don't know, it's like a European, Eastern European type accent, but... Oh, hi there.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project.
Interesting, so he's already studying dragons.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragon.
I wonder what kind of research he's doing.
I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch...
Fetch, that doesn't exactly sound like an exciting way to sell a job to a mercenary.
That may or may not actually be
there. Interesting. Alright. Well,
Straight to
it'd
the
be
point,
nice to.
eh?
It's always good to ask
For
what
tedious
why
household
you're doing
wise.
what you're doing.
I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet.
Funny, I
no
was
doubt
just
interred
there.
in the main chamber,
If you remember
bring it
right
to
from
me.
that episode,
Simplicity itself.
I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the 5th one. We found the dragon stone from killing the final boss of Bleak Falls Barrow.
Ah, the dragon stone of
And
Bleak Falls
this is
Barrow.
where it
You
goes.
already found it.
If you don't do that quest and you come straight to Whiterun, he'll send you back, and then you complete Bleak Falls Barrow and go from there. I'm a mercenary, so I'm going to ask about my reward. Because, you know, that Dragonstone seems pretty valuable, so it doesn't make sense for me to just give it up there. Well, I was going to talk to Provincius Avicini, but what's... I hear Irileth. Oh, there she is.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby.
Oh.
You should come too.
Okay.
How exciting.
Sure.
Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you.
He wants to study the dragons, and everybody else is concerned about
No, we can stop it.
preventing the dragons from burning everything down.
Let's go.
Now, they want me to come along because I'm apparently the only person to have survived, at this point that they know of, to have seen and survived a dragon attack. So, we come up here, and they should have a conversation.
Absurd that
There
you
they
can't
go.
put good sweet rolls in the skeever hole.
This girl's talking about
So,
sweet rolls.
Irileth
There's a
tells
dragon
you
about.
came from the Western Watchtower?
About.
Tell him what you
It's just
told me
all
about
pronunciation,
the
you know,
dragon.
and sometimes
No, that's
I like
right.
the bees.
The sword coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever
Faster than
seen.
anything
What
he's
did it
ever
do?
seen.
Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my
Guy
life.
ran from the
I thought it would
Western
come off
Watchtower.
me, for sure.
These are interesting
Good work,
maps.
son. We'll take it from
Maps
here.
of Skyrim,
Head
but
down
also
to the barracks
showing
for some food and
um,
rest. You've earned it.
Imperial and Stormcloak.
Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and
Strongholds.
get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Irileth is the main,
Don't
sort of
fail
the
me.
main guardsman
There's no
woman.
time to stand on
type of
ceremony,
thing.
my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her
This
fight
sounds
this dragon.
Fairly
You
dangerous.
survived Helgen, so you have more
It's kind of
experience
one of
with
those
dragons
things,
than
though,
anyone
of
else here.
he is the
But I
Jarl.
haven't
It's
forgotten
kind of
the
like
service you did for me in retrieving the
king,
Dragonstone from
president, not quite
Farengar.
president, that sort of thing, but, you know,
As a token of my
it's just a
esteem,
respect thing, you
I
know.
have instructed
They ask you to
Avenici that you are now permitted to
protect
purchase
people, you
property
know.
in the city. And please,
Plus,
accept this gift from
he's
my personal
giving
army.
me, he's giving me some stuff here.
I would very much
Hide
appreciate
boots
that.
of dwindling flames.
No. I can't
Yeah, he
afford
doesn't want to
this
risk
program.
Farengar because there aren't
I
a
need you
ton
here
of
working on ways
mages
to
in
defend the
Whiterun.
city against these
So
dragons.
one thing you can do is
you
I'm
command.
hitting my use key all
One
over
last
this,
thing, Irileth.
and
This
for each
isn't
of
a
these
death or
markers,
glory
it's
mission.
you can see
I
in
need
the
to
top
know
left,
what we're
it's
dealing
updating
with.
my map, which can be
Don't worry,
useful
my lord.
just to know.
I'm the very son.
These are different cities, different forts. The 2 flags are cities, and the 1 flags are forts. And I know where all the cities are without having to mark them on my map, but I don't always remember where all the forts are. And, you know, it can be helpful to know where they are, sometimes in terms of steering clear. Okay, so now I'm going to follow Irileth, because we're going to go after this dragon. Exciting stuff, and the other thing is, for now, I'm assuming that it's the same dragon that I saw, which was Alduin, because, you know, at this point, there's no reason to assume that there's more than one dragon. You know, nobody killed that other dragon. I was, at this point, the only survivor known to have escaped Helgen. Except, no, Ralof, so that makes 2. And possibly some other Stormcloaks, so I take that back. But very, very, very few survivors, and no other dragons have been spotted, so it would make sense that at this point in the story,
How do you feel?
there's only one known dragon, and nobody actually knows its name. I just know from later in the story that his name is Alduin.
I work with my
So I'm
mother.
following Irileth. While we're going, I'm going to check my hunger, thirst. I'm doing okay. I'm going to leave that for now. 53, you saw 53, 60%. That's about average. You kind of want to preempt it. You don't want to wait for it to get into negatives. And for those of you, if you haven't seen some previous videos, this is from the Imps More Complex Needs mod.
A dragon is attacking the western watchtower.
So she's mustered the guardsmen,
Now we're in for it.
You heard right.
and
I
we are
said
going
a
to go
dragon.
after
I
said
don't
dragon.
care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Housecar, how can we fight them?
I need to check something before we go out. Okay, this is one thing I need to take care of, because I will probably be getting into melee combat. Early in this Let's Play, I got Rock Joint before I went into Bleak Falls Barrow. I never really dealt with it, but that's been dogging me a little bit. And I need to go buy a Cure Disease potion. But I want to listen to Irileth first.
Even if we fail.
Roriksted's a nice enough little hamlet.
You know, my character, you know, Nords are all about honor, and I don't really see, you know, I'm a mercenary, but when it comes down to, you know, protecting people and guardsmen, like, we're so screwed, so dead. You know, it's one of those things when you're protecting people and you're protecting your cities, and it's not my homeland in terms of this character. This character is originally from Cyrodiil, but you know,
Cloud District very often.
I tend to have a good streak in the willingness to not necessarily be all about the pay. So I'm gonna run over here to the potion shop, alchemy store, whatever you want to call it, and Arcadia's Cauldron is what it's called. I'll be doing quite a bit of alchemy here later on. But for now, I don't want to get too far behind them. You can get training from her for quite a ways. That's not what I want. What have you got for sale? Now, what I'm looking for is Potion of Cure Disease. It's fairly expensive right now, but I've got plenty of gold. I'm actually going to buy one more. It's nice to have one in reserve in case I'm out and about and get a particularly annoying disease. So now, I'm going to go to my potions, use Cure Disease, and now, as you can see, it's gone. One thing, you know, if you're been by a fire recently and your exposure is warm, you get bonuses. It's an interesting thing. Nords have an innate resistance to frost, which is nice to have, and as you saw, my mage skills improved 20% faster. And I'm rested, so skills are improving 5% faster overall. That's another reason to use beds. If you sleep in a bed that you own, like a house, you get a 10% bonus for 8 hours of game time. And interesting. What's going on here?
All we ask is to look for her.
Who
I don't
are
care
they
what
looking
you're
for?
doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
Let's see here.
Back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone.
I was just
we'll pay good money for
listening,
information.
surprised. You don't look like you're from around here.
A foreigner in these lands. Redguard like us.
I don't really know what their intentions are.
We will pay for any information.
And this makes me a little bit suspicious just because
welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorik's.
Looking for someone who doesn't want to be found, and also, you know,
it's none of your concern.
they won't tell me why they want to find
If
her.
that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away.
I'm a mercenary, but I'd like to know the reasons for what I'm doing.
We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell.
Hammerfell.
A Redguard woman.
Redguard woman, so Redguards tend to have darker skin, and okay, I accidentally clicked on that dialogue option. Continuing on. So now they're a little ways ahead of me. I was distracted by the guards. Well, the guard talking to the people from Hammerfell. So now we're going to continue on outside of Whiterun, and we're going to... Did I pick up that quest in my time of need? Yep, there it is. Okay. So on we go. The Khajiit, that's the cat race, Khajiit. They're still out here, And so now I'm heading towards that watchtower over there. Thankfully it's not too long of a run, and having the stamina up a little bit helps keep me from getting... I just can run farther. Keeps me from running out of stamina quicker. Now it's on fire. So the dragon's obviously been here, and let's see. Don't see it around, so it might be gone. Oh. Okay, so the quest objective is here, but Irleth... Oh, somehow they left before me, but arrived after me. They're not exactly moving quickly. That's about all I can say about that. But thankfully, I didn't have to wait too long. And I did want to check, too. I got leather armor. Is that an improvement? Yes, it is. And I'm going to equip that, especially because I don't really want to be recognized as either Stormcloak or Imperial.
No signs of any dragon right
particularly
now.
because of what happened in Helgen.
Sure looks like
Being anonymous is the best
I
way
know
to
it looks
protect
bad.
myself at this point.
We've got to figure out what happened.
Being neutral.
If that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out.
Skulking
Look
around
for
somewhere.
survivors.
Well,
We need
let's
to
go
know
look.
what's what field.
Maybe there are people still alive. I wonder what this watchtower actually looked like before, because there's some platforms here around. Anybody up here? No, there must have been like a circular rampart. Oh, so it's around here. Where is it? Inside?
Save us. Here he comes again.
No, that's a hawk. Could be a dragon, but no. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, getting inside the building. Now, this is one of those things where it seems to me that the best strategy is to get high enough that I can actually get a good shot at it. It's conspicuous. It's not a good hiding place, but it does offer me the ability to get angles on the dragon. Okay, so I'm actually shooting that window, or the ledge there. So there's Merle Manir, and all dragons have increased health and difficulty due to the Deadly Dragons mod. Literally one of the best mods for Skyrim out there, because dragons go crap. Well, I just kind of ate that one, so I need to heal. That is not how you do it. I should have used the stairs over here. And increasing restoration, which is good, but it's not the way I want to be doing it. Oh, wow. See there, that's the only cover you really have is on these stairs, and that's about the best way to do it. So I want, actually, to get up onto... I'm struggling there. I'm having a little bit of lag. There we go. I'm trying really hard not to jump off the edge, because that would be a really dumb way to die. Okay, I should. Okay, got a hit off there. Now, I will eventually go in melee with this guy, but I need to have some more damage done first. Simply because, up close, he is going to pretty much rip me to shreds. Well, he didn't sit there very long. Got a hit on him. Oh, I was afraid he was... I heard the sound of him breathing, but I didn't actually see anything. Tracking. The thing is it's you know, with Deadly Dragons and on expert difficulty, you know, dragons take a long time to kill. Okay, he's about to breathe on me. Get down. That was close, but that's how you do it, you know. This is expert difficulty. You don't take hits from dragons unless you have to. And really your best strategy is probably going to be either wards or using cover. And cover is cheaper for the mana. So that was a successful hit, as you can tell, because I leveled up my archery skill as I did it. And getting some hits on. People getting roasted down there. when the dragons are lifting up, there's a trick, and that's to aim above where they're going to be about a second and a half later. That can be really, really useful. Oh crap, I did not track him in the air very well, so I need to heal up from that. Okay. Both hands, please. There we go. And this is kind of the rule of thumb for positioning, you know, and it's just like that boss battle in Bleak Falls Barrow. You know, if you're not using positioning, I don't care what difficulty you're on. Well, no, if you're playing on an easy difficulty, you don't need to. But where is this guy? Looking for that red dot. Or the giant arrow on my quest marker. Crap, he just moved. Very bloody. There've been a lot of hits on him so far. But yeah, you know, if you're... Okay, gotta get down. Ugh. Okay, took minimal damage. That was good. Bottom line is, if you're not using positioning, you're doing it wrong. I got away with not doing a lot of positioning stuff on normal difficulty, which is why I say you don't necessarily have to. On expert or master difficulty, you'll just discover that, you know, you need every trick you can get, and positioning is part of reality, and see, that's not good positioning. When he's flying overhead, I should know that it's very likely that he's going to breathe on me. And I also need to heal, because if I miss another hit and he hits me, I better heal up faster. He'll kill me. Now, I'm surprised that he hasn't attempted to land on here yet. That's normally part of his strategy. But I'm also very happy about that, because it's much easier for me. Now, he's pretty close to being unable to fly, and I would really like to get him down quickly. He's pretty close. Okay, so that's nice, because he's far enough away that he's going to have trouble breathing on me, and he's also... Yeah, that took a long time for that one to hit. Okay, so now he's on the ground, and I'm going to head down there to assist. No more sniping from up here. I'm going to attack with the bow as I get closer. And I'm going to move into melee range once he's within killing... Okay, and again, positioning, positioning, positioning. I definitely saved myself from taking more damage there, but oh wow. He definitely did a number on me there. I gotta heal up from that. And once again, I have thoroughly ticked him off, so he is focusing on me at this point. Which is also not encouraging, because that very likely, like in this case, this Whiterun guard is dead. That also probably means that most of the others are dead. Scaled helmet, actually, that is an improvement. Scaled armor is actually pretty decent. So, gonna switch, you know, he's dead. He doesn't need it anymore. This guy's very, very close to going down. Let's go sneak out here. Get some hits. Let me switch to some magic here in a second. How about now? Let's go with sparks. It's not doing a whole lot of damage, which is why, you know, in this case, magic is better. It's more efficient to just use it for healing. And it's also safer. Now he's almost dead, so I'm going in for the kill. Actually, I want that as my main. And now with dual wielding, because I just want a maximum damage output at this point. I just want to be downing him as quickly as I possibly can, and I'm not getting any hits for, like, okay, there's some. It's hitting some of the time. And that's a kill. And you can actually sort of hear, it's like, Dovahkiin, no, which is, you know, my character at this point has no idea. But then he's burning. This is super weird. Like, he's just on fire, and then, if you look, I'm surrounded by power. Okay. I'm glowing. I'm glowing. And everybody's like, what the heck? So, now I have learned a word of power. Or, I think I already had learned that one. Oh! Okay, this is part of Deadly Dragons too. This isn't a normal thing in Deadly Dragons. They have a potential to drop really nice armor. Some other things. That, even though I'm not a heavy armor guy, I don't have the I don't have that particular perk, so it doesn't mean anything. I'm going to use that piece, not even a question about it. Might look a little out of place with... That's such a cool looking piece. It really is.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
And I'm like, huh, what?
The very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim. The Dragonborn
there's
slay dragons
a dragon
and steal
skeleton.
their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I mean, I don't know what happened to me.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout.
This guy is a very strong believer in the
According to
Nordic
old
legends.
Only the Dragonborn can shout without training. The way the
That really is a sweet looking helmet, I have to say. Okay, so let's give this a try. Oh, and I got enough points to level up. Okay, so I didn't actually learn a new word. As you can see, there's only one word. There's 3 spaces there. But I absorbed a dragon soul, and this time it automatically acquired it for me. So I'm going to favor Unrelenting Force. As those of you who have played before know, this is like the most useful shout in the game. So there it is. I can now shout. Everybody's like, okay, we don't know anything about this. This has never happened before.
Forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
And it's like,
Say you're being awfully quiet.
it's like everybody's like,
Tell us.
it's just, you know, Dragonborns have not been around in hundreds, thousands of years. Irilith is so... She's such a downer.
I definitely understand. Now we know we can
Yeah, not too big into
I don't
legends.
need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down
That's
a
such a
dragon
cool
is
helmet.
more than enough for me.
Okay.
You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a norm.
And all across Tamriel, I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
And this new shout that I
That
learned.
was shouting. What you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn then.
Okay, so is there anything else that I want in here? No. Okay. So, let me talk to
That was the
Irilith.
hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in
Do I need to?
more than a few.
Okay, so
I
I'm gonna...
don't know about this dragonborn business.
I need to go
but I'm
talk
sure
to
glad
the
you're with
Jarl.
us. You better get back to Whiterun right
Yep,
away.
my thoughts
Jarl
exactly.
will want to know what happened here.
So,
Believe it.
okay, so I have the firewood to fast travel, but one thing I've learned when using this mod, this is like a 30-second run. So I'm just going to run over here and go back up to Whiterun, simply because, you know, it'll save me more time later when I have to fast travel a really long distance than it will for me to burn one of the fast travels to go like about a minute. So, yeah, we just killed the first dragon. Yeah, the first dragon in this playthrough. And, whoa. Dovahkiin. And, what the heck was that? That was really loud and shook the ground and all kinds of crazy stuff. So there's a lot of strange things happening. There are dragons, and you know, if you looked carefully, that didn't quite look like the dragon from the first, from Helgen. So now we know that there are more than one dragon in Skyrim now. Dragons that have not been seen for hundreds and thousands of years. So now I'm going to go back to the Jarl and talk to him about this crazy dragon slash dragonborn slash I might be able to shout. Okay, not might be able to, I can shout. This whole business. So I really love Whiterun. It's this outdoorsy feel. It kind of reminds me of Rohan from The Lord of the Rings. Definitely like that. And I think I'm imagining that that's probably part of the inspiration there. So, I mean, because The Lord of the Rings is the birth of practically every RPG that's made. So, alright. Going to talk to the Jarl. A nice fire.
You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
I bet he has.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
The Greybeards?
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Yes. I killed the dragon. I think I deserve a reward. No. Let's say the watchtower was destroyed.
On Irileth, but there must be more to it than that.
I'm like, this whole Dragonborn thing is a little hard to believe, so I'm just gonna go with absorb something from it.
The Greybeards really were summoning you.
And he's totally on board, it seems. I'm like, the Greybeards?
Masters of the way of the voice. They live in seclusion.
So that must have something to do with shouting.
The throat of the world.
That's the big mountain that overlooks Whiterun. Yeah, what do these Greybeards want with me?
Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum or shout.
A thum.
If you really
So that's
are
what the whole
they
shouting
can
thing
teach you how
is
to
all
use
about.
your gift.
That could
Did you
be
hear the thundering
useful.
sound as you returned to Whiterun?
I
That was
did.
the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This
Oh,
hasn't happened
okay.
in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
So there's still...
Rumgar, calm yourself.
There's
What
precedent.
does any of this
That's
Nord
good.
nonsense have to do with our friend here?
Interesting thing about
Capable as he may be, I
Talos
don't
in the
see any
lore
signs
of
him being
Skyrim.
What?
Um,
Dragonborn.
Tiber Septim becomes one
What
of the
nonsense.
9
Why,
divines.
you puffed up
And part of
heathens.
the
These are
rebellion
sacred
has to
traditions
do
that go back
with
to the founding of
the
the First
Imperials having to
Throngar, don't be so
forge a
hard
treaty
on
that
others.
included, not forge
I
a treaty,
meant no
but form a
disrespect,
treaty
of course.
with the Thalmor to prevent
It's just that
being
What do
overrun.
these Greybeards want with him?
And I'll go into that
That's
more
the
later, but it
Greybeards'
eliminated
business,
worship of Talos,
not
which is why a lot of
ours.
people are ticked off at the Imperials.
Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it.
Interesting.
If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue?
And I'm from Cyrodiil, so I don't really
Headed up to
know
High Hrothgar
a lot about these
There's
these
no
legends.
refusing the summons of
So-
the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor.
He seems to be an honorable guy, and he says it's an honor, so
To climb the
definitely
7,000
gonna go.
steps again.
Of course, I have to climb
I
a
made the
mountain.
pilgrimage once.
That's not exactly easy, so...
High Hrothgar is a
I mean,
very
I don't know if you've
peaceful
ever tried to climb a mountain, but
very
it's actually...
disconnected from the troubles. of
especially
this
if you're not in
world.
shape.
I
But my
wonder
guys,
that the Greybeards even
nothing if
notice
not in
what's going
shape.
on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you.
Well,
You've
interesting.
done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of
Hey,
Whiterun.
I'm a
It's the
Thane.
greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl.
It's an honor,
And this
you know?
weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office.
That was the Axe of
I'll
Whiterun
also
that I got.
notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to
So,
defend.
I'm now a Thane of Whiterun,
Yes, my lord.
an honored guest. I mean, I wasn't central in killing the dragon, but, you know, I put quite a few arrows into the thing, and I was there hacking away on it at the end. Okay, so that is the end of that quest, and got a new quest related to the main quest line. So with that, that is going to conclude this episode. And actually, before we go, I'm going to... I said it's going to conclude this episode, but I want to eat something first, and before I forget. So there's some food, and let's drink some water. couple drinks, and as you can see there, that's a very, very good meal, and now we'll call that good. And I'm going to level up too while I'm thinking about it. So I definitely, I'll put 1 into Magicka, and then I need to start putting a lot more into health. Not heavy armor. I'm kind of interested in smithing, but I haven't seen any corundum, or sorry, I butchered that pronunciation, but use corundum, or however you say it, to make steel ore and steel ingots and steel armor, and I haven't seen any of that yet, so I'm going to pass for now. That's interesting, can be useful, help me level up that skill faster. Lockpicking, all those things I don't really care about. For now, I'm going to go with survivability. I'm going to have to get this at some point, and I might as well get the survivability now. So this concludes this episode of Let's Play Skyrim with Goel. Thanks for watching. Please, if you like these videos, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear from you, other games that you're interested in seeing me do Let's Plays for. And thanks so much for watching. See you in the next episode.